Holly. Wait till you see what my grandmother brought from the hacienda.
Oh, now, Felicia, it isn't really that good a picture of Mr. Slater.
A picture? Look, Holly, see. Slater and Hines are the same.
Yes. How on earth did you get this picture of him? There isn't a picture of Hines in Port Charles.
Well, it was purely accidental. I was trying to photograph one of our guests.
And Hines, Slater, just walked in front of the camera without knowing.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good thing he didn't know you took the picture.
Why, dear?
Because he had tried to attack you and Laura at the hacienda. He's a dangerous man.
Yes. And dangerous men don't like having their picture taken.
Sean, got a question about that money that Hines stole.
Anything you want, Robert?
Where was it kept?
The safe?
Where?
There, inside the table.
Could I see it?
All right, but why?
I'd like to get a good set of Hines' fingerprints. My man's in Hines' office. I'll bring him through if that's all right.
Of course it's all right, Robert.
Sean, it isn't all right. What are we going to do?
Yeah, what do we do? The jewels are in there. You gave him the money. Now there are no fingerprints in the safe.
Look, if Slater's fingerprints are not in that safe, he's going to know you were lying when you said that he robbed it.
His fingerprints are not going to be in that safe.
So what are you going to do?
I have 2 seconds before that man comes back, and there's nothing I can do in 2 seconds.
There you go. Right there.
Notice how my old WSB buddy doesn't miss a trick, huh?
Well, could be evidence in court someday.
Yeah, Robert, I've been doing some thinking. His fingerprints may not be in that safe. Now, if he does have a criminal record, he might have worn gloves.
Your guy's been pretty sloppy today.
No, please don't call him my guy. And what do you mean, anyway?
Well, if he was in such a hurry, he may not have worn gloves.
Possible.
Could you open the safe, mate?
Oh, sure. See if his prints are inside.
Also to see if he stole that money.
On the nose, Robert. Here we are. It's empty.
Completely cleaned out?
Scoured.
Looks like we have some good ones here, Commissioner.
Good. This will just take a moment or two, mate.
No problem, Robert.
Anything else there apart from cash?
No, we keep everything else in the bank. We only keep cash in the safe.
Only cash.
Securities?
No, nothing. Just cash.
Good.
Well, is that about it?
We've got it. It's right here, Commissioner.
Good. Well, as you said before, there may not be any prints at all if you use gloves.
I'd like to know as soon as possible, Robert.
As soon as I know something. Ready?
Yes, just a second here. All right.
Well, thank you. Gentlemen?
Thanks, Robert.
Mr. Commissioner?
Yeah.
Captain Ramsey's picking you up in his car to take you over to your place fast. We've got a new development.
Good.
Sean, what do you...
And there's going to be another new development around here if you don't talk, Morgan. What happened to that bag of jewels that was in the safe?
I don't know. Slater must have taken it.
Slater didn't have the combination.
Only you and Sean.
I didn't steal it. I was surprised as you were.
Oh, that's a very good acting job, Sam.
I'm telling you.
You better come up with that bag of jewels. You better hand it over, or I might just break my rule about violence.
I expect Robert will be here soon.
Oh, good.
Oh, boy. What a driver this guy's got. I've got to be 10 years older than when I left this morning.
He's good.
Good to see you, love.
It's good to be here.
Thanks for coming so quickly.
You know what? You know what she's got here?
What?
I came across it as I was packing to get here.
Look.
Hines.
Well, also Slater.
What?
When I came across the picture, I knew that it would even be better than my trying to give a description of him to the police artist.
The real thing, Bert.
Yeah. If that's Slater, he is also Hines.
Slater didn't know that the picture was being taken by Mariah. It was an accident.
Just as well. Okay, listen, I want to talk to you, love, but listen, before that, let's get this to headquarters. I want to duplicate it and a copy sent to the New York police.
Right. Driver.
Bert,
Yeah.
New York and the surrounding cities, all right?
I'm so glad to be able to help.
Really, I told you.
Felicia.
She had to go on to Kelly's to do some work, but she says she'll wait there for you for the meeting with Frisco.
Good. All right, I want to talk, Mariah, but before you answer any questions, think very carefully. regarding this Slater Hines person?
Well, I do know that beneath that boyish charm, he is ruthless.
He's also a killer, and we're going to nail him. Well, I hope all my questions haven't worn you out.
Oh, no. No, not at all. No, I'll do anything I can to help you catch this dreadful man. But now, if you're through with me for a while...
I think so, love. And listen, that photograph was worth all your trouble.
Oh. Well, then I'm going to go upstairs and have a little rest, and then afterwards I'm going over to Kelly's and talk to Felicia.
She's doing all right, you know.
Oh, I'm glad to hear that. Holly, you know, you gave her very good advice.
Often she doesn't.
Robert.
However, she gives great advice regarding, you know, affairs of the heart and all that.
Oh, that's better. Thank you.
I'll be down in a little while.
I hope this is some good news for a change.
Yeah, thank you.
Speak of the devil.
Hello.
Well, hello. Hi. Who, me?
Yeah, always, Bert.
Look, that story of Donnelly's about being robbed checks out. The fingerprints belong to Hines.
Also Slater.
Good.
Well, the prints we got off those red boots match up with the ones that we found inside the safe. Oh, here, take this. I also have Mariah's snapshot. I thought you might want it back.
How's the lab coming with those hair samples from Hines's hotel room?
Well, we should have a make by noon tomorrow. Then we'll know if the hair that we took off that discarded mask matches up with the set of hair that we took out of his hotel room. That should really nail him, Robert.
One more thing. We need witnesses to testify as to his movements at the hospital. Now, Felicia and Frisco are working on that for me now.
Yes, they're planning to meet you later at Kelly's.
Yeah, my next move. I want a copy of these sent to Washington.
Yeah, that's already been done. Look, I've got to get back to the office.
Yeah, I'll see you there shortly, hopefully.
Okay, very good. Bye, Holly.
Bye. What's the matter?
Nothing.
Go on, I think there is. You want me to guess?
Not especially.
Oh, that's because I'm usually so good at guessing.
Not always.
Hines' prints are in Washington. Now, what if he has a record? It'd be awfully strange if Donnelly had hired a man like that without running a check first. What if you...
Don't say it, Holly.
But...
If you can manage it, don't even think it.
I'm surprised that you're even thinking it.
Sure, Donnelly's the best friend I ever had. I trust him with my life. God only knows he's saved it often enough.
Right, just as recently as last November when we
Right.
were in Mexico.
And he took that bullet in the shoulder, that one that Peter had earmarked for my heart.
Well, I have been known to guess what you're thinking wrong sometimes.
Nice of you to remember that. Back to the chase.
What are you doing here? I could feel the brainwaves across the room.
This is a logbook of events involving Matt Hines. Frisco and I put it together for Robert.
Oh, the Hines man. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Oh, here's Frisco.
Ruby?
Hi there. Can I get you something? A cup of coffee?
Yeah, that'd be fine. How come Robert isn't here?
Well, he had a lot of moving around to do today. He should be here real soon.
Is that the log? Notes?
Yes, I was just looking at our notes. They look pretty good.
Oh, would you like to have your coffee here? How's Tony?
Tony's fine. Fine. He, I talked to Dr. Palmer. He just got through examining him, and he said Tony's condition is not deteriorating anymore.
Then he's holding steady.
Yeah.
Well, he was going downhill before.
Well, that stopped.
Could Tony start to get better now? A little better?
Yeah, he could.
I see. It's kind of like cautious good news.
Exactly the way to put it.
Here's our police inspector.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
Hello,
Things have
Robert.
been happening.
Have you gotten any closer to the guy?
As soon as I have a look at what you've got, I'll fill you in. I'm still waiting on a lab report and some printouts from Washington. So I'm
There you
expecting
are.
the body of my information to come from these notes.
Mm-hmm.
This is very good.
Thanks.
Yes, thanks.
Very alert of you to note that Dr. Palmer detained Hines when he was leaving the emergency room.
He stuck a thermometer in his mouth.
Yeah.
When Palmer had finished talking to me on the phone, Hines had given him the slip.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
Which made Hines on the loose, free and clear to do whatever he liked when that smoke started and at the peak of confusion in the hospital. I think we now have a much clearer picture. The people in New York will know they're dealing with a killer.
What about the other guy?
The accomplice?
Well, this proves that someone else had to be involved.
Yeah, but we don't know who he is yet.
Well, as you said, he still could be in Port Charles.
Right. This is very, very good work.
Yeah, well,
What?
Felicia deserves most of the credit. She did most of the work. Listen, I'm going to the hospital now. I want to see if I can check up on Tanya and maybe see Tony.
I may see you there later.
Okay.
Bye.
Things seem to be a little better between you and Frisco.
Maybe a little.
That's good.
And it's a little too complicated to explain, but I owe a lot to Holly.
Don't we all?
Oh, Sean.
Hello, Holly.
You missed Robert by about 15 minutes or so. Actually, he's rather near your place. He's at Kelly's.
Oh, maybe I can catch him over there. Could I use your phone?
Of course.
Thanks. I don't know whether or not Robert told you, but this business at General Hospital is hitting rather close to home. Man who worked for me
Yes, I know. Matt Hines.
Oh, of course you'd know. I just wanted to come over and see about some fingerprints that were found inside my safe. Robert said he'd let me know.
Yes, he was telling me that he was going to let you know, but he's been so busy today. I could tell him.
About the prints?
Well, yes. One of the sets of prints found inside the safe belonged to your Mr. Hines.
Oh, I'd appreciate it very much, Holly, if you wouldn't call him my Mr. Hines. I mean, I can't understand how in the world I ever let a man like that into my organization in the first place.
You must be very upset.
Yeah, I am a bit upset. I leave the WSB to go into private life, and what happens? I get careless. A young guy comes to me, open, friendly, and I bite hook, line, and sinker. I even ran a routine check on him down in Mexico, but he was clean down there.
Yes, Robert was concerned about your hiring someone like
He
that.
must think I'm a damn fool.
Oh, Robert would never think anything like that.
Well, too soft, anyway.
Well, perhaps a little soft, but why not? You've been living the easy life in Mexico. Hello, Sean.
Well, hello, Mariah.
Oh, it's good to see you
Oh, it's good to see you. Hello.
You've been so kind to Felicia.
Oh, I'm sorry I haven't been able to help her out lately. She's been going through a pretty bad time. But it certainly is a pleasure seeing you here in Port Charles.
Well, Robert had me flown in. I have to go right back in the morning. I have cleared up the mystery of who Mr. Slater is.
Slater,
Yes. I have a picture here. Oh, right over here. Look.
This is Matt Hines.
You didn't know that he used two names?
No, Holly, I didn't. I mean, I'm sure Robert has already given copies of this to the police by now.
Yes, he's a marked man.
Yes, certainly is.
Everything quiet here?
Oh, Robert.
Same?
Yeah, it's the same as before. His condition is stabilized.
Yeah, I got that from Palmer.
Right.
He said that we may be able to move him shortly, get him out of ICU, and I thought maybe put him in obstetrics. That way I can have a guard with him all the time.
Uh-huh. That's good. That's good. I'm very grateful, Robert.
Listen, I'm grateful for your attitude since you, since I let you out of jail.
Yeah. It was quite a dressing down you gave me, but, it's sunk in. Robert, listen.
What?
Now that we definitely know that it's Hines or Slater or what the hell ever you want to call him, now that we know that this is the guy that we're after, isn't there more that I can do to help? I mean, I just want one go at him before you lock him up, please.
You're going to be at the end of a very long line.
I wouldn't care.
I don't even want you thinking about it.
What do you mean?
I want you to think about the man or men that helped Slater get to Tony. Now, We know at this point that he couldn't have done it alone. In his own way, this other guy is just as dangerous. Perhaps he's still here in Port Charles. What I'm trying to tell you here is Tanya and Tony need you now more than ever.
Robert, do you have any idea who this other man is?